Contentment is the aspiration of a joyless human being. When you make yourself incapable of joy, then you seek contentment and satisfaction and these kind of things. When you're joyful, these things mean nothing to you, isn't it so? On a day when you're joyful, are you seeking contentment on that day? Only when you're miserable, you're looking for contentment because contentment is containment. Contentment means, okay, I've made it. From what basis are you coming to this? Maybe you're one step ahead of somebody else. I'm saying, why are we even bothered about being one step ahead of somebody else or one step behind? Because if you look at life this way, how to be ahead of somebody, if you have limb by your side, one step ahead of them, you think you're doing great. Life is not about being ahead of somebody. Life is about finding full expression to who we are. Everything that I am should find expression. I am little better than somebody, what does it mean? It means nothing. So, most people who seek contentment are always hoping that everybody will be one step behind them. Or in other words, you start enjoying what others don't have, or you start enjoying a lesser man's failings, which is… I call it sickness, I don't call it contentment. But unfortunately, a whole lot of people are seeking that. People are beginning to enjoy what others do not have, not what they have. They enjoy what somebody doesn't have, which is a very sick world, which has caused enormous damage to this world, both as a humanity and ecologically it's a serious cost. Everybody trying to be one step ahead of somebody else. So instead of seeking contentment, or as it's written in the constitution of this country, in pursuit of your happiness, happiness cannot be pursued because it's not hanging out somewhere. It is something that may happen within you if you create a conducive atmosphere for yourself. Nobody experienced happiness out there, or nobody experienced misery out there. Joy or misery happens within us. Pain and pleasure happens within us. Even light and darkness is happening within us. Everything that you ever know happens only within you. Even right now, you sit there and you think you're looking at me, but actually light is falling upon me, reflecting, inverted image in the retina and da-da-da, you know the whole story, all right? So what you see is within you, what you hear is within you, whatever has ever happened to you has happened only within you. So, if you're joyful by your own nature, your life will become an expression of joy. Then everything happens in a certain way, then you will not look for contentment or satisfaction. By the time you satisfy all these human beings, I think the entire solar system will be finished, not just the planet because the living earth statistics tells us today that if we have to provide for the entire 7.3 billion population on the planet what an average American person has, it takes 4.5 planets. But there aren't any 4.5, only half we have. Half a planet is what we have, there is no 4.5 planets. So this entire thing about more, the entire modern business has become about more and more, but there is no more. So I think the future leaders should look at how to maximize what is there, not about more, because there is no more. There was a time when people thought there is more somewhere. You could go to another continent and get what you want, you could go to another place and get what you want. Now we've been everywhere and we know there is no more. Leadership, true leadership of the future is about maximizing what is there. There is no more.